This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
Hello everybody, welcome to 26 Sports and CCTV. Our game tonight has just ended with Lake City coming out on top over Manton, 47-26, using a strong second half performance to overcome a 1-point halftime deficit. I'm Dan Gussert, and alongside of me here is Jason Main. Jason's going to run down some of the scoring highlights of tonight's game for you, everyone.
Yeah, we had a busy night, Dan. It started hot and heavy right in the first quarter. Jaden Perry broke free first to strike for Manton on a 35-yard run. Lake City blocked the extra point, so the score was 6-0 pretty quick in the game. Lake City came back, and they had a 30-yard pass from Holt to Noren right up the middle of the field. Their extra point was good to make it 6-7 Lake City. Manton came right back 19 seconds later with Jaden Perry running 85 yards right up the middle and untouched, and they made the extra point to send them ahead 14-7. Lake City came back, and Noren had a 5-yard run. Their extra point was no good, so it was 14-13. Lake City struck again with a quarterback who was a pretty tough runner, and he scored on a 1-yard run to make it 19-14. And then just before half, on probably one of the most impressive drives, was 98-yard drive for Manton, and
converted a couple of fourth down plays on this, one in their own zone.
Yeah, and overcame a penalty, and Hunter Rule threw it to Ethan Ansick for a 5-yard pass. Extra point was no good, and so Manton went into the halftime with a 20-19 lead. Then it all shifted in the second half to Lake City, scoring 3 times right in a row, one on a 11-yard run by Noren to make it 27-20. Holtz actually that was a pass to number 86, Ben Marion, and he made it 33-20 on that completion. And then number 1, Devin Davis had a pretty sweet one-handed catch right up the middle of the field, and that put Lake City up 41-20. Manton actually didn't quit. They got back, and I believe Nick Dunham had a 3-yard run to make it 21-26. And then finally on another pretty nice catch by Devin Davis, he scored, and the final score tonight was 47-26. Lake City defeats Manton on a very hot and humid night that both teams played hard. They tackled well, but you know the thing is the turnovers, especially for Manton, right?
Yeah, that second half turnover hurt them.
Second half, and then they kind of folded after that. But Lake City had their turnovers too, and then that kept Manton in the game in the first half.
Yep. And certainly we want to thank our sponsors again for bringing us this broadcast: Pizza Plus of Cadillac, Bowman and Rogers. I know that's an accounting firm. Lake City Miniature Golf, Miller's Corner, Emerald Vale Golf Course, Latitude 44. We got Godfrey Chevrolet Buick, Fox Motors of Cadillac, the Walkley Agency, Lake City Materials. We've got Napa that has the locations again in Lake City, Big Rapids, and Cadillac. We have Cadillac Tire and Cadillac Casting. Once again, just a great game. As you're watching, what you're seeing now is the Lake City crowd sticking around out there.
Yeah, and that's
just coming out. And Manton on the other side of the field has just as many people. Their team hasn't broke the huddle yet as coaches and players are discussing things. Just a great community event. We kind of started with that tonight as we showed up in the crowd 2 of the Manton Rangers. Classiest fans. Good to see them here again tonight.
So that sends Lake City to 4-0 and Manton to 1-3. But both teams played hard, and we want to wish all the Pop Warner teams out there good luck tomorrow.
Absolutely.
If you can, and if you have a chance, get out to. There's several locations that they're playing at, and you'll see some excited kids tomorrow.
We want to remind everybody, too, that next week our 2 truckloads are going to be heading to Pine River and Lake City. The Lake City game is going to be Friday night with Beale City coming into town. And the Pine River game is also Friday night with McBain coming down to Pine River. What a great game for Lake City. You know what? They are in the driver's seat of the Highland Conference certainly setting themselves up 4-0 with a great start to the season.
Not that Manton has an easy schedule, but they got Lake City, they got Beale City off the schedule now, and if they can regroup, they put 26 up, they put 40 up in another time, and it's not like they can't score points.
Right.
Get some depth on defense a little bit, and they still got a chance to make the playoffs.
Oh, absolutely. They're a talented group of kids. It's
Yep.
easy to see out there, but unfortunately for them tonight, Lake City was just a little bit better. Once again, on behalf of everybody here at 26 Sports and CCTV, I'm Dan Gussert, and for Jason Main, good night, everybody.
Good night.